This morning we have come to another special occasion. We have a special introduction we made. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to invite a very special character to the stage now. A certified Lean Black Belt, Lean Master Coach trained in Japan and certified trainer by Spencer Johnson Partners in USA, certified on lean manufacturing at University of Michigan, USA, certified training, the trainer by internationally acclaimed Bob Pike Group, USA, with over 20 years of experience and proven track record of training over 30,000 executives, managers at different levels in over 300 organizations in Sri Lanka and overseas. The champion in TPM implementation and the TPM Guru in Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Thilak Pushpakumara, TPM consultant, founder of the Institute of Lean Management Private Limited.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mr. Dhammika Perera, the initiator of the TPM Benchmark Forum, first time in Sri Lanka, and Mr. Mohan Panditage, the chairman of the Hales Group, and all managing directors and my dear TPM practitioners, and ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm here to give you a small introduction about TPM, what is TPM and why TPM. So it is a privilege and a great pleasure to address you in this historical event in Sri Lanka. So you are again welcome to the TPM world. I'm going to make a small presentation, not a speech really. So just start my presentation with this slide. So we can't do today's job with yesterday's method and be in the business tomorrow. Hope everybody will agree with me. If you don't agree with this statement, please talk to me during the break. Okay, I'm not wasting time here to debate. Okay. So why we need to change the method? Because of the technology, innovations, and customers' perception also changing very fast. They need more value always with less price today. So very demanding customers we have today. So we need to change our methods. Otherwise we cannot survive with this liberalized, privatized, and globalized world we are doing business today. So that is why we need best practices. Just look at this thinking. The traditional thinking is this. So one person says the glass is half full. Other option is the glass is half empty. We know this. These are the two options. But today, to survive in the business, we have to have a different thinking. That is called lean thinking. Now see how we should look at this scenario. Why is the glass twice as big as it should be? That is the thinking we need to inculcate in our people. You are using a bigger glass to hold this water. This is too much. Now you have 1,000 employees. Then I ask, why you need 1,000 employees to run this business? That is my first question. And some people, we need 200 million to run this factory per month. Why you need 200 million to run this business? Why you need this much of land to run this business? This is investigation mindset. We need to promote this thinking across the organization. Why? Right? We got used to this type of style. Right? We think we need this, otherwise we can't produce. I have challenged these mentalities and I have visited more than 100 factories in Sri Lanka. This is the typical mindset of our people. So we need to ask why. This is too much. Okay? And TPM to me is total profit management, but original thinking is total productive maintenance and management. But today it is total profit management. We do all calculations and we have standard cost and we keep our margins and we decide the price to sell. But at the end of the year we enjoy small profit, not the profit we expected. Why? Because there's a loss cost in between. We didn't calculate these losses when we calculate the standard costing. So because of the loss cost, so we enjoy less profit. Now we are bringing TPM to eliminate the loss cost. What is the size of this loss cost? With my experience, 25 years experience in manufacturing, it is close to 30%. It is close to 30%. Right? You can run your manufacturing facility with 30% less cost. I guarantee that. If you look at the one company, the Royal Ceramics, so they want 200 million to run the factory per month. Right? Now what is 10% of 200 million is 20 million. Right? So immediately they have identified the projects to reduce the cost by at least by 10%. In the times come, if you continue your TPM journey for 3 years, definitely you will reduce the cost by 30%. There are many, many case studies in the world. So we need to focus on the loss cost. TPM is all about eliminating the loss and the cost. We know there are losses, but we don't know the size of the loss. We will talk about percentages. Okay, 5% loss, 2% loss. It doesn't make any sense, no? When you talk with rupees and cents only, you can feel it. You can feel it. So don't report losses in percentage in future. You present your losses in figures. Okay? So that is one of the main targets of TPM. Another message to these manufacturing leaders, and there's a factory within the factory. Okay? Who are the shareholders of this hidden factory? It's generally the managers. General managers, they're the shareholders of the hidden factory. What they do in the factory? The factory within the factory means the visible factory produce quality goods and the hidden factory produce defects and they correct those mistakes. Who pay for that? So the objective of bringing TPM is to unmask the hidden factory within the factory. Then naturally your organization will become fat to fit. Okay, fat to fit. So that is another objective of bringing TPM. So you can understand whether you need TPM or not. My objective today is to convince you to go for TPM. And in TPM, we talk about loss cost. There are 16 losses in any manufacturing organization anywhere in the world. From 1 to 7 in this screen, those 7 losses are machine-related losses. Right? And there's another loss called 8. Loss number 8 is shutdown loss. That is also huge. Everybody wants 20 days, 21 days, 1 month shutdown, annual shutdown. Why? Again, the investigation minds. Why you need 1 month shutdown? Why not 3 weeks? So I asked, I challenged people. So I'm so happy to say that Lanka Tile, first time they reduced their annual shutdown by 4.5 days. And it leads to millions of rupees, right, the savings. It was the old paradigm. We need 1 month. We need 1 week. Why you need 1 week? Please question your people. During maintenance, your mechanics efficiency is about 70%. Why? They know that they have 1 month to complete this task. But during normal running days, their efficiency is 90%. Right? So please challenge status quo. Then people will find ways to reduce it. I have seen this. And if you look at 9 to 13 losses, that is also huge. It is purely due to inefficiencies of the management. Number 9, the management loss, very big. We stop our manufacturing facility due to no orders, it's a management loss. No materials, we stop plants. So it's a management loss, right? And bad planning, ad hoc plan changes, who is responsible for that? It's the managers. So when I explain these 16 losses to the shop floor people, they say, in our company, the biggest loss is management loss. Operator says, right? So 1 to 7 is peanuts when you compare with number 9, the management loss, and the number 10 is logistic loss. That also. We have all the materials inside, but we are not in a position to distribute these materials for at the user point. It is not available. That again, management loss. Please think and try to quantify these 2 losses. It is huge. It is huge. So TPM will focus these 2 losses in the second phase. Initially, we will focus on the first 7 losses. And your yield loss is huge, energy is huge, and consumables. We should bring this cost consciousness discipline, and people will focus on even on a welding rod. We are thinking of big losses. No, you ask people to focus on a welding rod. How much welding rod you wasted for this welding? That is a mindset we should promote in the company, right? So, okay, it's minor issues are creating big issues one day. So, we focus these 16 losses in Lanka Tile and Rocell, and we identify at the moment 125 projects. Now it is more than 125. Now their eyes are calibrated, minds are calibrated. Now they will bring more and more, because initially I calibrated their eyes. They saw losses. Now I'm calibrating their mind to see bigger losses. I must thank these two transformational leaders, because I'm getting their blessing for this transformation, because their emotional commitment for this program is highly appreciated. And also, the chairman has created the sense of urgency for these two people and all members to reduce the cost. That is the secret of this success. We can't say that we are already successful, but we are in a journey. We are in a journey. It's a 3-year journey. So definitely we will set a very good benchmark for Sri Lankan industries very soon. Very soon. Now, so TPM mantra is 3 zeros. We are focusing 3 zeros. 0 breakdown, 0 defects, and 0 accident. This is huge. Breakdowns, the very senior people, they don't care about breakdowns. They always look at the sales volumes. How much we can bring. How much you are wasting is not very, not interested, because as long as your cash flow is good, so we are not bothered about what we are spending here. Right? I'm comfortable with the waste. I make profit with 5% waste. So I'm not bothered. When you have cash flow issues, when you have low volumes, low demand, then you are too late to stop these leaks, because people got used to this kind of approach to run the business over a period of time, continue the business with waste. So it is very bad. Do you know the cost of breakdown? The one classic example, if you stop your kiln for 1 hour, how much you are losing? 180,000 rupees. Right? So people are not aware of this. Operators, they don't aware of this. Okay, so we have to make this awareness, the cost and the loss. The relationship of the breakdown loss, if you calculate it, huge, millions. Loss of accident is very small, but you have to take it seriously. A small incident is enough for you to stop the factory for 1 month. So what happened to Brandix about 2 years ago? Overnight, one factory burnt out at Karnataka. Small incident. What happened to Unilever last year? Toothpaste, margarine, all 2 plants fully burnt out. So we have to give the equal priority for safety as well, even though we don't save big money. Okay? These are the 3 zeros we are focusing in TPM. This is TPM mantra. Now what is happening here? There's a fight between the man and the machine always. So both are complaining each other. Man says machine is on breakdown. Machine is breaking. Machine says he broke the machine. So who is right here? But generally we believe what operator says. Why? The machine cannot speak. We have to make the machine speak, then the machine will tell you the truth. The machines is perfect. All machines are perfect. We break the machines. Okay? Operators and engineers break the machines. Okay? So we need to develop the capability and the mindset of the people in the factory to look after the machine. If you don't look after the machine, definitely machine will look after your profit. Okay? It's a huge investment, millions of money, we invested, but we don't care. The machine is running with how many minor defects today? Recently we did an exercise, okay, at one of the factories. I can't tell you the name here, okay, in your group, okay. So we found 300 minor defects in this is 3 years old machine. 3 years old machine, we found 300 minor defects. This machine is running with these 300 minor defects. What is the result? Yield loss, quality issues, and breakdowns. Okay? So don't deal with breakdowns. Why? It's like just tip of the iceberg. You can break it, but again you will see the tip. So you have to look at the minor defects. This is what it says. So machine is good. Please take this message and pass this to your people. Machine is good. We break the machines. And as far as defect is concerned, 3 zeros, breakdowns, defects. Dr. Edward Deming, the quality guru in USA, he said, 80% of quality problems are caused by management and 20% by workers. He said this in late 60s, right? But today my experience is 100% management is responsible for quality defects, not the workers. Workers do mistakes, but we have developed a mechanism to prevent human mistakes. Make the wrong action impossible. Then people cannot make mistakes. Then 100% management is responsible. Please take the responsibility for defects. You are responsible, not the workers. If you have any doubt, just talk to me during the break. I will convince you that we are responsible. It's okay? And other zero is zero accidents. So this is iceberg analog. You will deal with a lot of accidents, lost times, but no point. You will have it again and again every day. You have to focus the latter part of the iceberg, unsafe conditions and the unsafe act. Please correct these two. 96% accidents happen due to unsafe act of the human. Right? 4% due to unsafe conditions. So we can address unsafe conditions overnight, but unsafe act, it takes time. So please pass this message to your people. You are the responsible person for your own safety, not the management. That I am passing this message to the all factory managers and the leaders. And another significance in TPM is problem solving. What is happening here? When you work, you find problems. What we do to that? Simply pass the problem to another person. We are not taking the ownership of the problem and solving. Passing the problem. Now, so this is what happening. So our focus is involve everybody in problem solving in every single day. We have to develop problem solvers. There's a nice saying, no? Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. When somebody comes to you and say, I'm hungry, you are a fisherman, so you can give one fish. So he's happy today. But definitely he will come tomorrow because he will get hungry tomorrow also. Then you will give fish. Every day, can you do this? No. Same thing in the factory. Every day you have problems to solve. Even at Toyota, they solve problems every day. So best thing is, teach him how to fish. You feed him for his lifetime. So develop problem solvers. Then you will have free time to think and concentrate on the business. So there is also significance in TPM. We develop problem solvers. And this is the way to solve problems. PDCA, all TPM practitioners will present you the way of solving problems in a TPM factory. Plan, do, check, act. And the TPM organization is a learning organization. In the long run, the only sustainable source of competitive advantage is your organization's ability to learn faster than your competition. That's all. Ability to learn, right? Faster than your competition. You can copy technology, but you cannot copy the competency of the people. You cannot copy the morale of the people. You can copy best practices, but you can't copy the morale and the competency. Please invest in people before you invest in capacity. Please invest in people before you invest in machineries. That is a great asset we can utilize. There's a nice thought. In Africa, every morning a gazelle wakes up. You know, gazelle wakes up. It knows it must run faster than the fastest lion. Oh, it will be killed. Every morning, lion wakes up. It knows it must outrun the slowest gazelle, or it will starve to death. So it doesn't matter whether you're a lion or a gazelle. When the sun comes up, you would better be running. Okay? So continuous development of your competency. Forget about your age. Right? If you feel that you're old, you have to retire. Don't work. right? If you want to work, you have to develop your competency, right? And the passion, the success, the secret of success, passion. So this guy, why he is doing jogging? What is the purpose? Is it mandatory? No, he can simply say that I can't. I lost my 2 legs, so how can I? But no, every day, every morning, he does this. The passion. If you have the passion for TPM, you will bring TPM to your company. You will continue TPM. Otherwise, like 5S, quality circles, you will drop it. Right? So be passionate on TPM. So that is very important message I'm giving you. So I am so passionate on training and development of the people, so I'm continuing this business. So another secret is sense of urgency. What is sense of urgency? I'm sorry to say that I have visited loss-making companies. I'm working with loss-making companies, but these employees, managers, they don't feel that they're working for a loss-making company. Unbelievable, right? They don't feel, right? So no sense of urgency for these people to think. They really enjoy their job as usual, right? So when you go to a funeral, if you see the family members are just enjoying and talking as usual, right? What is your feeling? Now it's okay, husband died. Now so you go to a funeral. So when you look at your the wife, she's laughing and chatting, and she doesn't feel that my husband passed away. So what is the feeling you get? It's very bad, no? Same thing. The managers in a loss-making company, they don't feel that they are working for a loss-making company. Very pathetic. So we have to create this sense of urgency. So what is sense of urgency? I'll give you a small example for this. Look at this. The world's fastest animal.
Peter is reputed to be the...
So what happened? The world's fastest animal couldn't catch this small pig. So one day they met at a party. Okay? Then both were overdrunk. Then no fear, no, when you drink, no fear, right? They very closely, they were just chatting. Then cheetah is asking, hey pig, I'm the fastest animal in the world, but I couldn't catch you, man. What is the secret? Then pig answered, cheetah, secret is you ran for your lunch, I ran for my life. That is the secret, right? So that is a secret. If you miss your lunch, so you know, okay, fine, so I will have something else, so I can skip my lunch, nothing will happen to me. But if I lose my life, I don't have another life. So we have to have this kind of emotional commitment for your companies to transform it. So we have to do something more than the job, otherwise we cannot bring results. If you enjoy the job, so you will continue, right? If you do more than the job, so definitely you will bring more profit. Okay? So my last message is, we have a lot of people in the company, very well qualified people, knowledgeable people. They say, I know this, I know that, we have studied this, but they don't apply it. So what is the purpose? We have brilliant people, qualified people. So what is the purpose? They don't apply it. And some people say, so I'm willing to do this, I'm willing to do this, I want to do this, but they don't do it. So willing is not enough, must do. Right? Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So we learn by doing. We have to walk the talk. Okay? So that is the message I want to give you in this historical day. I'm taking this opportunity to salute Mr. Dhammika Pereira, the initiator of this program in Sri Lanka. I have worked with more than 100 companies very closely. Many CEOs, entrepreneurs also I have worked with. I told them, but so I couldn't make this a dream a reality. I was dreaming after I left Unilever, I was dreaming to have this forum in Sri Lanka. We have a lot of industries in Sri Lanka. But he took the initiative, and I got the blessing of Mr. Dhammika Pereira. So thank you, sir. So I wish you all the best and long life, and make the manufacturing very strong in Sri Lanka, right? And so we always depending on China and this India. With TPMs, we can compete with these people. Remember, you can reduce 30% of your manufacturing cost for sure. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thilak. As you said, we have started doing what you said, and now we are going to see how they have performed. We have appointed a distinguished veteran panel of judges to evaluate our passionate TPM practitioners this morning. I would like to introduce the panel of judges at this time. And the head of the panel of judges is Mr. Rowan Vaidyaratna, Haley's main board director and managing director, transportation and Haley's transportation and logistics. Dr. Darshana Digahavatura, head, Department of Industrial Management, Faculty of Applied Sciences, Wayamba University of Sri Lanka. Mr. Rohan Gunatilaka, Managing Director, Haley's Fabric PLC, and Mr. Rizvi Shahid, Main Board Director, Managing Director, Haley's Agriculture. So these gentlemen will be judging our TPM practitioners on 4 criteria. One is their results, secondly the processes that they have gone through, and the teams that they have involved, and the presentation.
Yes, altogether we had 125 odd projects in both the companies, that is Rocell and Lanka Tiles. Out of that, we'll be presenting 3 projects, 3 best projects from each of those companies. So today we have 18 projects altogether.